Alright there, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Another video on Old Red, our Project 1983 Peterbilt 359. So we're still just plugging away at this project here. Got all of my cab mount bushings replaced on this. I bought new cab mount bushings for this quite a while back, but I've kind of been putting it off. It's not something I really looked forward to doing, but we got it done here now. I tried to record changing the bushings on this. I recorded one of them, then as I was finishing up, started getting a bunch of memory card errors on my camera, so yeah, I think I lost all the footage on that, but if I'm able to recover it, you'll see that here next. If not, I'll basically give you a quick rundown on this. This is a stack of old bushings here, and basically what you got is you got a 4.5 inch grade 8 5/8 bolt fine thread. You've got two rubber bushings that sandwich together. You've got a metal spacer that goes in the middle. And installed, they look something like that. You don't need to mess with these two bolts out here at all. You only got to take the center 5/8 bolt out, then jack the cab up off the mount, slide this top one out, and then you can slide everything out the bottom. I would suggest getting new bolts, new spacers before you even start this. A couple of them come apart and the rest of them are like this, basically just welded together with rust, so no sense in even trying to reuse that. Now, I bought my replacement bushings from Dirks. I also bought the center bushing here from them. I just bought the bolts at a local hardware place where I can buy hardware by the pound. It's surely quite a bit cheaper than ordering through them, but if you don't have that available local, they do offer the bolts there as well, so be sure to check that out. Now, back when I painted this truck, some guys gave me some grief about painting the truck before I did the frame stretch. You know, I've still got a lot of mechanical work to do on this thing. Some of the guys said, well, shouldn't you do that stuff first and then worry about the paint after? Well, yes, although typically you would be correct. That's how you would typically go about a project. I do have several reasons why I did it that way, and one of them is I wanted to be able to put some kind of a protective coating on this paint job before I put this truck into service. Now, one thing to keep in mind is you really don't want to put any kind of wax or protective coating on fresh paint until it's had plenty of time to cure. For probably 2-3 months after you apply paint, you still have solvents that need to escape from that paint. It's still off-gassing for quite a while after you paint it, long after the paint's dry. And what will happen is if you apply a protective coating or wax to the paint before it's finished off-gassing, it can cause some problems. When you start trapping vapors in the paint, what can happen, among other things, is your paint can turn cloudy. The solvents can turn the clear coat into a milky color, make your paint cloudy. It can also cause your clear coat to lift off of the paint. It can cause a host of different issues. So you want to make sure that your paint has plenty of time to off-gas before you apply any kind of wax or protective coating to it. Now, I'm trying a new product I've never used before, and that is this Mother's CMX ceramic spray coating. Now, I haven't tried any of the ceramic coatings yet. I've heard great things about them. Generally what I use is I use a good synthetic spray wax, such as this Turtle Wax Ice. This is a good product. I've used lots of this stuff in the past. Goes on super easy. You build up several layers of this and it will last a very long time and help protect your paint. I knew before I even started on this I didn't have enough the Turtle Wax Ice left over to do the whole truck, so I went to the store to get some, and I seen this product. I don't know if it's a new product or not. It's new to me. I've never seen it or used it before, but I thought I'd give this stuff a shot. So I started out by, I buffed out the whole truck, wet sanded any spots that I thought needed to be wet sanded, and I run the buffer over the whole thing using Meguiar's Ultra Cut compound. This is a good product. I use lots of this stuff. It cuts very fast. It's a product of diminishing abrasives, so the longer you work it, the finer it gets. But it cuts very fast for cutting out sanding scratches or, you know, heavy deposits that you want to remove. It cuts very fast. I typically use it with the wool bonnet on a rotary buffer. I didn't really record any of that process because I've already shown you guys. Earlier episode of this Peterbilt project, shortly after I painted it, I showed you how to cut and buff the front fenders because I had a bunch of trash in the front fenders, so I did that right away. And I showed you guys how to do that process, and right here I will tell you what episode number that was. I will also put a link in the description below. Now, after buffing this all out, I went ahead and I wiped the whole truck down with a wax and grease remover, and I applied the first coat of this product. Now, if we follow the directions on this, you'll see that we spray it onto a microfiber towel, spread it on, allow a few minutes for it to bond to the coating, and then wipe it off with any residual residue off with a clean microfiber towel. Then you'll also notice that we can stack this product. You want to allow 24 hours in between applications to let it cure, and it's now been 24 hours since I did the first application of it on this truck, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a second application on it. Now, really, I'd like to stack this 4 or 5 layers thick, and then I may even apply the synthetic spray wax over the top of that. I don't know if that's a good idea or not because I'm not familiar with the product. Maybe some of you guys that know, leave me a comment down below, tell me if that's a good idea or not. But anyway, it'll probably take me a week or so to get 4 or 5 coats of the ceramic coating on here. Just anytime I come in here to work on the truck or whatever, I'll just go ahead and apply another coat. But we're going to go ahead and put some of this on and show it to you guys. And now this stuff's really pretty simple to apply. It goes on more or less just like a normal spray wax. I'm going to spray some of this on a microfiber towel. Just wipe it down. But it leaves a slight haze on the surface when you apply it. Now, if you were doing this outside in the sunlight on a hot day, I'd probably say to do a little smaller area at a time. But we're indoors here. I think the heat in the shop set at 65 degrees right now, so you don't really have to worry too much about baking this stuff on here. So we've got it applied on this side of the sleeper. We're going to give this a few minutes to dry and cure, and then we're going to come back and wipe that off. Okay, now while that's drying, we're over here on the other side of the truck, which has got just single coated this stuff on there now. And I thought I'd show you kind of what it does. I've got just a squirt bottle here full of just water. Oh yeah. See how the water just beads up? Rolls right off. Pretty impressive for a single application. Hopefully this stuff holds up quite a while and just be able to apply a light, quick coat over it every now and then when we wash the truck. Keep it up, and that should give us some nice paint protection on this thing. Just thought I'd show you guys here if I can get it to show up in the camera that when you apply this product, it does leave a light haze on the paint. So all you got to do is just take a clean microfiber towel, and it wipes right off. See if I can show you before and after there. You look in the light there. There it is. There's the line. You can see it's not like I had to do a whole lot of scrubbing or heavy buffing on that to remove that. So it's a very easy product to. Now I really intend this more to be a paint protectant than a paint enhancement, but it does darken up the color a little bit, makes it look a bit deeper, a bit richer. So it does alter the appearance slightly, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the product so far. Time will tell as far as how long it lasts and how often you have to reapply it, but first impressions are pretty good. Alright, so I know not a super involved or in-depth video here this week, but I thought you guys might enjoy it nonetheless. I do have quite a few parts on order for under the hood here, so hopefully we'll be getting into some more mechanical work here on the next video. And until then, be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you. Have a great day.